It's for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
And we are back here at the Shack on YourLiveEvent.com in our Irie Insurance pregame show and into the state qualifying round of the girls tournament. And a good matchup coming up here as it's the Wahpeton Huskies against the West Fargo Packers. A trip onto state on the line here this afternoon. Wahpeton got a big win over Devils Lake to sweep the three-game season series between the Firebirds 73-66 yesterday to advance onto the state qualifying game. Well, West Fargo did not have their best performance of the year by far. An 83-40 loss to the Fargo Davies Eagles. Davies moving on to the championship game, which will be played later on this evening. We'll, of course, have it for you on YourLiveEvent.com. Let us take a break here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll tell you more about these two teams next.
Powerful and playful, delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com and our Irie Insurance pregame show. I'm Joel Morgan. He's Chase Miller. West Fargo against Wahpeton. A trip to state on the line here in this first girls state qualifying game. We'll have two of them coming up, and then the championship, which will feature West Fargo against Grand Forks. Excuse me, we'll feature Davies against Grand Forks Red River. We'll have that here on YourLiveEvent.com. Wahpeton yesterday came out strong in the first half in their win against Devils Lake. It was 30-16 at the half and withstood a strong second half performance by Devils Lake. They were outscored by 7, but got the win 73-66. And it was some big contributions up and down that lineup yesterday, Chase, for the Wahpeton Huskies. Scott Woods, 22 points, 9 rebounds. 22 points, 9 rebounds, 22 points. For McKenna Coolmo. She also had 6 steals. She was kind of the straw that stirs the drink yesterday. She was creating a lot of turnovers aside with her point scoring.
Yeah, she really was. And, we talked to her after the game, and she was excited. And we asked her, what's the next, 12, 24 hours going to be like? She said, well, we're going to enjoy this one. And then once we get out of that locker room and we celebrate, we got to get focused and we got to get locked in for our next opponent. And West Fargo and Wahpeton, they played earlier this season, Joel. And West Fargo it's been a ball game when these two teams have played. You know, West Fargo won by 7, they won by 12 points, but it's not like they've won emphatically, you know, by 20, 30 points. And the last time that Wahpeton won in this matchup, February 2nd of 2018 in Wahpeton, the Packers have won 10 straight. So Wahpeton trying to do something they haven't done in a couple seasons, that's defeat the Packers here. But if there's a game that you're curious of, Wahpeton came on a positive note. They defeated Devils Lake. They did so having to hold off the Firebirds as well late. On the opposite side, if you're a West Fargo fan, nearly everything went wrong against Fargo Davies. And you have less than 24 hours to fix it, playing last night around 6 o'clock by the time you got off this gym at 7:30. So what type of start are we going to see from West Fargo in this one? And if Wahpeton can get that running game going like they did against the Firebirds, which Devils Lake wants to get you in transition, but if you can get Kumo going, if you can get Lunenburg going, if you can get, the freshman going with Woods, and you hit a couple of shots from the outside like Wahpeton did yesterday against Devils Lake, West Fargo is going to be in for a dogfight. West Fargo hasn't made state since 2016. Wahpeton hasn't made state since Tylee Irwin was donning the Husky colors in 2017. So a little mini streak, not a big one, but a mini streak will end here sometime later today, Joel.
Yeah, and you talk about West Fargo's game last night. Again, just a big win, a big win for Davies over them, 83-40. There was no system play for the West Fargo Packers. They were brought out of system early in that game. We saw a lot of changes coming to their lineup by Coach Benson. So it will be interesting to see not just recovering from the loss that they suffered last night, but you're also looking at what did Coach Benson see yesterday in some of those instances that is he going to bring a new look to some areas of his lineup? Does that rotation change just a bit? Is that something that Wahpeton's going to have to look for? There is a little bit of an unknown that came from that game last night. Is Coach Watson going to have to prepare just a little bit differently for this matchup against the West Fargo Packers? But again, should be a good one to kick off the next 3 games, which will all be girls' games in this EDC basketball tournament, with the day capped off with the EDC Boys Championship here at the Shack. We'll take another break on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Your starting lineups coming up next.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsborough community. With the City of Hillsborough Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsborough is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsborough. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsborough-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsborough.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. It's coverage of the EDC basketball tournament here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We're getting set to meet your starting lineups for the Wahpeton Huskies and the West Fargo Packers. After this, it will be Cheyenne and Shanley in our next state qualifier, with the girls' championship game to follow. And then we'll have the boys' championship game. All those games can be seen right here on YourLiveEvent.com. If you miss them, we have them archived for you as well. Coming up next week, more North Dakota boys basketball. We'll have the Region 1 and Region 2 tournaments all on YourLiveEvent.com. As we are now set, let's turn over to the PA for announcement of our starting lineups.
To the 2022 East Region Basketball Tournament state qualifying game between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Wahpeton Huskies, battling the home team, the West Fargo Packers. Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You'll be serving as a role model by displaying good sportsmanship in this contest. Respect the players and coaches on both teams and accept the calls of the officials. Everyone appreciates the good values portrayed by acts of good sportsmanship. Now for today's introductions, starting with the cheerleaders from the West Fargo Packers. Lauren Zapp, Lila Fickner, Odessa Hargrave, and Hallie Thorson. Their head coach, Emily Chadwick, she's assisted by Mackenzie Sheely. Now introducing the starting lineups, introduced in alternate order, starting with the Wahpeton Huskies. At a forward, a 5'9" junior, number 11, McKenna Coolmo. Packers at a guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 12, Briley Peterson. Huskies at a guard, a 5'5" junior, number 12, Lydia Model. Packers at a guard, a 5'11" junior, number 14, Taylor Van Winkle. Huskies at a guard, a 5'7" senior, number 14, Ayanna Ellard. Packers at a guard, a 5'8" junior, number 20, Solveig Seymour. Huskies at a forward, a 5'10" freshman, number 23, Latea Luneberg. Packers at a forward, a 6'1" junior, number 32, Mariley Simon. And Huskies at a forward, a 5'9" freshman, number 40, Scout Woods. Packers at a forward, a 6' senior, number 34, Jessica Walsvik. Head coach for the Huskies is Brian Watson. He's assisted by Rod Brewer, Patrick Goulon, and Laken Brewer. Head coach for the Packers, Mike Benson. He's assisted by Rick Anderson, Jordan Nepstead, and Terrence Lockett. Officials for today's game are registered by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and have been selected for their demonstrated ability. Working today, John Christensen, Connor Dunn, and Danny Weigel.
And that has been our announcements there of our starting lineup for the state qualifying game between the Wahpeton Huskies and the West Fargo Packers. Again, winner on to state next week to be played in Bismarck. Losing team will call it a season, and Wahpeton riding the wave of that success yesterday in their win against the Firebirds, winning all 3 games against a very tough Devils Lake team. Well, West Fargo trying to get a quick bounce back, that short memory they need here after that loss last night against the Davies Eagles, who will be playing against Red River later on today in the EDC championship game later on this afternoon, I should say. As we're set to go here, 8 minutes goes up on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, and we're set to go. The Packers win the opening tip-off. Van Winkle feeds to Simon, back beyond the arc, left side 3, off the heel of the basket. Rebound tracked down on the near side, and no one with clear control. It's going to be a held ball that goes to the Wahpeton Huskies. And Wahpeton will put Allard at the baseline to inbound. Will inbound to Lydia Model. Model 10 points, 2 rebounds yesterday. Greeted across half court by Peterson. Will come up to the left side. Coolmo to the top of the key. Woods drives, kicks beyond the arc. Allard back top of the key. Coolmo for 3. Good. And McKenna Coolmo at 22 yesterday opens this one up with the 3. That's the Huskies on the scoreboard first. Packers handling the basketball. Simon looks. Will come back to Van Winkle. Nothing inside to Simon. 2. Good. Well, Riley Simon answers right back, and the Packers make it a 3-2 game.
West Fargo saw a little zone that time against the Wahpeton Huskies, and I tell you what, the one thing that Riley Simon has done a really good job from her sophomore to junior season is develop that 15 to 20-foot shot. We've seen it throughout this season.
Shot left elbow, misses for Allard. Simon with the rebound. We'll get it across half court to Van Winkle. Skips to the corner, finds Seymour. Back into the hands of Peterson, and to Simon, hesitation, hits it. Riley Simon, 4 straight, and the Packers back in front.
And that's something that we didn't see against Davies yesterday, right? Simon didn't get a lot of post touches, didn't get a lot of opportunities on the inside because the guard play of Fargo Davies was just so impactful against the backcourt, already with some early touches here. And if she can get things going, she can literally carry a team.
Coolmo will find Scout Woods. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Woods has the defense collapse on her, and it's taken away by Simon. Simon will send a pass to Walsvik, back to Simon, mid-post for 2. And Riley Simon has answered back with 6 straight points for the Packers, and they take the lead with under 16 left to play in the first half.
I like the little give and go from 2 forwards, Joel. Normally you see the give and go from 2 guards, but the bigs running in transition, and Simon right now is dialed in.
Top of the key, Woods for 3, good. And there's an answer back at the other end. Scout Woods makes it a 6-all game.
Wahpeton did a really nice job yesterday from beyond the arc in those certain stretches when they needed a bucket. They got it from beyond the arc as they go a little 1-2-2 zone this time defensively.
Walsvik to shoot, denied by Luneburg. And the Packers will inbound with 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Talk about a Wahpeton team trying to go back to state for the first time in 2017 as a 3 from the corner off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. Tylee Irwin, a big part of that team, missed basketball, a 5-year player for South Dakota State, and some of these young players got a chance to watch her as they were going through their career, and you imagine some of that equity being cashed in by Coach Watson. Some of these young girls getting to this point, watching Irwin play her career, as the ball will go over half court. I believe it was untouched, and it wasn't touched. Woods will touch it. It's the over and back to West Fargo.
And the other kicker is, too, Tylee Irwin playing in the Summit League tournament right now, Joel. So some of these players have an opportunity to watch her a little bit even more down in Sioux Falls.
Played her last game here as a member of the Jackrabbits a few weeks back, and a good showing of Wahpeton faithful coming to support the best player that they've had, one of the best players they've had in girls basketball. As we're going to see a foul call come against the Packers. I believe that will be Van Winkle. Will be her first, team's first. In fact, the first foul of the game. 14:49 to go in the half.
These 2 state qualifiers, Joel, I think we're going to have some real slobber knockers, to use a football term. Wahpeton and West Fargo, to me, just feels like one that's going to go down the final 5 minutes. And the way that West Fargo Cheyenne couldn't find out a lot offensively, going up against a really good defensive team in Chamblee, the next one should be a lot of fun.
Seymour, the steal, misses the layup. Rebound batted away by Allard. Still battling for a loose ball, out of bounds, and last touch by Van Winkle. It's going to be Wahpeton's basketball.
That's just one where if you're Solveig, just kind of shrug it off. It happens. You just don't want to ever want it to happen in any type of game. We saw a missed dunk earlier, Joel, in transition from Fargo Chamblee. It happens. Just, work it off. And what's Ted Lasso say? Be a goldfish, right? Have a short memory.
That's exactly it. That's what West Fargo is needing to do here today, and they have so far. Bunches checked into the game, as did Max for Wahpeton. Pass attempt comes low, intended for Bunches, knocked away. It's West Fargo's basketball. Near side, Van Winkle comes to Simon, short left corner, 2, good, and I believe she's made all 4 shot attempts to start this game. She has scored all 8 for the Packers in that tiebreaker going to West Fargo, under 14 left in the first half.
The biggest thing about Simon, Joel, she hasn't done it from the paint. It's been that 12, 15 foot. She's showing her mid-range shot right now.
Bunches comes to drive, and Simon will be called for a foul. She kind of drops her shoulders in frustration, thought that she had stayed with the play all the way through. Actually, it's Walsvik will be called for the foul. Walsvik called for her first, team second. That gets Bunches at the line. First shot good. Huskies now a chance to tie.
Really good free throw shooting team. You mentioned about it yesterday against Devils Lake. When they get to the line, Joel, they make the most out of it. And you know what? If you're going to be able to win games and tight games, sometimes you can go to the free throw line. If you're +5 or +6, that could be the difference maker in a state qualifying kind of game.
Yeah, 23 of their points yesterday coming from the free throw line. I'd have to add up those numbers, but it was about 57-11. They were outscoring Devils Lake from the free throw line into that series this season. A drive comes from Van Winkle back beyond the arc. Here comes a three, left side, will miss for Seymour, and it will be the Huskies basketball on a foul call to boot.
A little bit different of a game for Wahpeton here today than Devils Lake. Devils Lake was a team that wanted to push tempo. They wanted to get up and down. We've seen this one be more in a half-court oriented setting, and I think, Joel, that's going to favor both of these teams. Neither necessarily wants to get up and down and make it a 90, 80-point kind of a game. So we're going to see a lot of stuff in the half-court. You better be able to execute.
Three right side misses for the Huskies. It was Coolmo. Rebound picked up and put back in. 2 for Model. Wahpeton leads again 10-8. Packers trying to set their offense. Ball handled by Van Winkle. Swings around to the left side. A drive for Peterson. Open shooter right side. Van Winkle puts it up and hits it. Taylor Van Winkle has her first 2, and we are tied at 10. In fact, that's the first score for the Packers, not named Simon, as a 3 left side off the backboard for Bunches. And it's the Packers basketball, and getting inside, McKenna Coolmo puts 2 hands on it, and her and Peterson tie up. Held ball will go to the Packers.
West Fargo, the boys made state, the girls trying to make state as well. If you're a Packer fan, you loved how the bracket kind of came out, but if you're a head coach, you're hoping that you wouldn't have to worry about a game like this because you already be going to state. We'll get to some scores out west, Joel, too, at the half, and as our state tournament kind of comes together here with these 2 regions.
Yeah, final day for WDA as well. Van Winkle's 3 off the iron. Rebound picked up by Model. Didn't miss a step as she comes up court to the near side. McKenna Coolmo. McCoolmo off the post to Valsvik. Back beyond the arc. Finds Bunches. Bunches gets trapped near the baseline looking for help. Is able to feed it back to Coolmo. There's 14 on the shot clock. Here comes a 3. Will miss from Model. Put back, though, is good. And that is why you follow your shot as she gets it back in. And the Huskies lead 12-10.
Nice job by Model. Just the old adage you hear it when you're growing up. Just follow your shot no matter where you're shooting it. Good things will happen.
Here comes a 3 for for Van Winkle. That will miss. Rebound was in the hands of Luneburg, and she's going to be fouled. That is Simon's 2nd, team's 4th.
Something different there. Simon went in, and when they double teamed her. So anytime on that zone, Joel, if Simon goes to a block, there's going to be a front and there's going to be a backside help. And Simon, that's going to be one of those fouls there, but you just don't want to pick up early in a game because now if you do have a block charge or a foul where you're coming out and showing, all of a sudden you could look up and you could find yourself on the bench with head coach Mike Benson with your 3rd.
Wahpeton moving the ball around. Comes near side. Allard for 3. That will miss. Van Winkle will pick up the missed shot. Feeds up court to Seymour. I believe that that was Clayman who just checked into that game. As a 3 comes good for Valsvik. 13-12, Packers lead.
If Walsvik can hit just 3, maybe even 2 today, that is such a relief for West Fargo from that stretch forward spot.
Wahpeton looking for something inside as Model feeds onto the posts, finds Bunches, shot misses. O'Reilly Simon the rebound. Simon looks around, will come to Van Winkle. Another 3 on the way, hits it. 2 consecutive threes made by the Packers, and they lead 16-12. Approaching 10 minutes left to play in this first half. It's Max to the left side. Bunches 3 misses, and the basketball will go to the Packers. Back into the game for Wahpeton. Woods. Coolmo will also come back out on the court. Riley Peterson back in for West Fargo.
And the one thing is Van Winkle, if she can get things going too, she hasn't had the greatest shooting performance this season. She'll tell you she had to miss a couple of games with a rolled ankle, but if she can get that 1 or 2 shots going, it just all of a sudden makes West Fargo a much more dangerous team.
Van Winkle gets the rebound through pressure, fed to Peterson, and Peterson was out of bounds. Huskies basketball.
And Van Winkle's in there for more being that really good defender on the guard. Her length, her athleticism, at 5'11", she can do a lot of really good things defensively for head coach Mike Benson.
Coolmo will feed to Woods. Woods up to shoot. This one a little short of the iron as the rebound will go to the Packers. Ball left side, Peterson to shoot. Gets a blocking, draws a blocking foul from Coolmo.
Right now, I like what West Fargo's doing attacking against this zone. They haven't really had to worry about too many skips so far. It's been 1-2 passes. They've been able to get a good look. Wahpeton's really packing the paint when Simon is out there. Now that Simon's out, how do you kind of focus your attention? Right now, it's the question is, when you know Simon's in, she is focal point number one. But when she comes out, all of a sudden now it's like, all right, who am I supposed to guard a little bit more? Who am I supposed to put my eye on? And that maybe makes West Fargo at times a little more dangerous. But Wahpeton, Joel, they have to like the start of this contest. It's just now finding some more rhythm offensively.
Yeah, when you talk about taking a team out of system, you always think about that being more so on the offensive side of things. But yeah, one change in personnel and your defense just gets kind of off kilter as Scout Woods will draw the foul. She'll go to the line for a pair, 16-12. West Fargo leads. Riley Peterson missed both of those free throw attempts. And Scout Woods will go to the line. Foul was against Clayman, her first.
This is a dangerous player, Woods. Just a freshman in this league. Who she reminds me of, Joel, is a former Packer, Akili Moten. A little bit of. I mean, it is almost to a copy of what Akili played and how she kind of had her frame and her similar structure in terms of what she can do. Maybe Scout a little bit better as a shooter right now than Akili was, but she reminds me a lot of Akili Moten.
Woods misses the second free throw. Huskies do get the ball back after it goes out of bounds. Finds Brewer, sets the ball in motion, finds Coolmo. Feed to the left side, Model. There's 13 seconds on the shot clock. Inside to Woods, comes off her knee and to the far sideline, taken away by the Packers. Van Winkle stops, feeds inside to Simon. Simon off the glass, gets fouled. That is going to be Lunenburg's first, team second. So Simon will get 2 free throws coming up. 8 points she has in this game, and those were the first 8 points scored for the West Fargo Packers. So a big part of their offense here so far. Simon squares up for the free throw, ready for the first, and that will miss. Simon, 9 points, 2 rebounds yesterday in that loss against Davies. Seymour back into the game. Out will be Clayman. West Fargo showed some different looks in terms of personnel on the court yesterday against the Eagles. May still see some of that more to come as this game progresses, as the second free throw will miss for Simon. She misses both and gets control of the rebound, goes for a putback and is fouled by Scout Woods. Woods first, team's third. So Simon now back to the free throw line.
Give credit to Wolsvik right there. She was able to handle everything and, really got that shooter's opportunity for Simon as it just pinballed around on the interior. And Simon goes back to the free throw line. And she's an awfully good free throw shooter, Joel, one of the best in the conference, over 75% on the season.
17-13. Make that 18-13. Nothing but net for Simon on the second shot. Here comes Wahpeton. Coolmo to Model. Model back over to Coolmo on the near side. Some time for the Huskies here, trying to overcome now a 5-point deficit as the ball will go out of bounds back to West Fargo. Bunches back out on the court. Allard will join. 8:33 left in the first half. Van Winkle takes a look inside, finds Simon. Nothing down low for Simon. Back to Van Winkle. 3 off the backboard. Rebound gets by Simon, picked up by Coolmo. I believe we're going to see a foul against the Packers. We will. That will go against Seymour. Solveig Seymour's first personal, 6th team foul. Next one gets Wahpeton to the free throw line. Model will bring this one across half court. Moves left side into the hands of Coolmo. Coolmo, a junior, again 22 points, 9 rebounds yesterday, created a whole lot of turnovers. Pulls up for the shot, will come off the end of the basket. Simon wins the battle on the far sideline, will give to Valsvik, and Valsvik will come to the left side. Peterson back to Simon, up for 2, gets it. 12 for Riley Simon. It is 20-13. Packers extend their lead to 7. Timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
See Jared Hansen in Larimore, your agent with answers.
Packers extend their lead to 7. Their largest of this game is 2013 state qualifying game here at the EDC basketball tournament. I'm Joel Morgan, Chase Miller with me. Thanks for being with us on this broadcast. Thanks for all those who have joined us all tournament long as well. If you miss any games, they are archived on YourLiveEvent.com. We're only through the three of our 6 games today as Coolmo to the bucket. There's a respond back for the Huskies. That'll make it 20-15.
Yeah, halfway point, Joel, after this game gets done. Still 3 more to go.
Walsvik will go to Van Winkle to the corner, back to Walsvik, and a big 3 comes off the iron. Rebound picked up by Seymour. Next side will put it back for 3. Won't get there. Peterson, 2 hands, turns, shoots. And Briley Peterson gets her first 2. It's a 7-point lead yet again for the Packers.
On that zone, Joel, you just can't box anyone out. You're going to go look for someone, and Wahpeton unable to put a body on a Packer, and the Packers take advantage of it right there.
Coolmo with the basketball. Skips up top, goes to Woods. Woods drives, shoots, gets it. And a 5-point game again. For the last couple possessions, that's kind of been the benchmark, is to try to get past that 5-point deficit as the ball gets skipped to Seymour. Back to the top of the key, Peterson into the hands of Van Winkle. Inside pass, Valsvik beats the defense, will come to Van Winkle. There's 7 seconds on the shot clock and a travel call as Valsvik tried to hurry just a little too much there. Simon back out on the court. Clayman will join her as Lunenburg will come back in for the Wahpeton Huskies, down by 5. Allard will inbound to Model.
Both teams, Joel, you're not going really too deep on your bench. We've seen, 3 players off the bench for Coach Watson. So far, just 2 off the bench for West Fargo. You get to this time of the year, you kind of know what your rotations are, 8-9 girls, and that's what a lot of coaches like, that 8-9 kind of caliber.
Woods misses the shot. Packers get the missed shot. Long pass to Clayman, out of bounds. Rather, that was Seymour goes out of bounds. Huskies faithful thinking that the Packers were the last to touch. Coach Watson having that conversation with the official as play resumes. Valsvik with the ball, comes to the left side. Van Winkle trying to drive. Back to Valsvik on the point, and the ball is out of bounds.
It's just been a little bit of a choppy game, Joel. We haven't really seen either team really get in rhythm. West Fargo, obviously, Riley Simon. We've seen a couple really good looks by Coolmo early. Just 2 threes by Wahpeton. It was their first 2 field goals. But we just haven't seen either team go on that big run yet. We just haven't seen one particular team just control 3 minutes of this game in a certain spurt.
10 seconds on the shot clock for the Packers. Van Winkle going towards the basket, gets tied up by Max. This is the Huskies basketball. 5:43 left in the first half. Max inbounds, finds Lydia Model. Model will come to Max on the left side. Lunenburg back over to Model. Inside Coolmo. Skips over to Woods. Woods hits two, and they took Woods away from the post to kind of put her around the perimeter, and the defense left open that mismatch. 3-point game now, 22-19. Van Winkle to the right block. Shot in for Walsvik. And a 5-point lead yet again. I think that's the number, Chase. That 5 points is where Wahpeton needs to start overcoming, and that will help with the three for Lunenburg.
Is the bank open after 2 o'clock on a Saturday, Joel? I mean, can you deposit?
That's a good shot coming right there off that backboard as they skip to the right side. Walsvik sets it right back in motion, comes to Seymour, back to Van Winkle. Tries to go across the lane, ball gets knocked around, picked up and worked to Mariley Simon, and a nice pass down low, and Van Winkle will toss it in, 22-26. Huskies lead at 4.
Van Winkle, nice solid 7 points here for head coach Mike Benson. It's been kind of Walsvik, Van Winkle, and Simon, the three Musketeers here.
And then, just like clockwork, Woods answers back at the other end, 26-22. And here's where the Huskies need to come over that hump, as they need to get a stop. Approaching 4 minutes left in the half. Here goes a three, and that is Clayman, her first of the game. West Fargo responds back with a three, 29-24, 4:06 left to play in the first half. We'll step aside, back with more on yourliveevent.com.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Sanford Health. Here for all. Here for good.
4:06 left to go in the first half. 29-24. West Fargo leads Wahpeton. Inbound for the Huskies goes to Bunches. Now over to Allard to Lunenburg. Huskies will have Model with the basketball moving towards the left side. Feeds to Allard. Huskies is trying to spread out this defense of the Packers. A drive comes for Bunches and it's called for a travel. Ball back to West Fargo. 3:46 left to go in this half. We'll have our first half numbers coming up at our halftime report. Talk a little bit more about what's left to come in the girls' side of this EDC tournament. And of course, for this final day, boys and girls games coming together, starting with the state qualifiers. A feed to Simon, and ball knocked out of her hands by Model, goes out of bounds. Yeah, Lydia Model just kind of threw a hand on that one. Simon went up. Model's hand just went straight basketball. As Seymour, baseline, and goes to inbound. And Jasmine Williams was trying to backpedal to her spot on that play and lost her footing, so the pass went to no one who was there, and it goes out of bounds. Huskies basketball. Huskies need to inbound along the far sideline. Bunches will come back to Allard. Now worked up court to the hands of Lunenburg. Feed to Bunches to the left side. Three, good for Allard. Bunches will get the assist, 29-27. Wahpeton again within two, approaching 3 minutes left in the first half. Simon splits the defense off the glass, up for two. Mariley Simon having herself 14 points here in the first half, just 9 yesterday. Has eclipsed that mark by 5 so far with a whole nother half of basketball left to go. Drive, step in, Lunenburg shot off the backboard. Rebound picked up by the Packers. Handled by Peterson, one hands it to Williams, up for two, off the iron, touches both sides and comes in. And Jasmine Williams will get her first 2 points, 33-27 our score, 2:39 left to go. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota, There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs, auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers, banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available, welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
33-27, West Fargo leads Wahpeton on United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. EDC state qualifying girls basketball game here on yourliveevent.com. Allard will come to Coolmo. Coolmo to the hands of Lunenburg. Huskies trail by 5. Strike that, they trail by 6. Striving to shoot, Model. Shot comes off the backboard. Rebound, Walsvik. Walsvik back to Peterson. Walsvik up for 3. That will ring off the iron. Rebound put back good for Simon. Riley Simon has really come back with a vengeance in this game. 16 points so far. At one point she was all of her team's offense. As an and one comes from Coolmo. She'll draw the block.
Coolmo had herself a really nice game, and she's just a junior. I take a look at this Wahpeton team, Joel, and I say the future is bright. This Wahpeton team moving forward in the next year or two, they're going to be competitors in the EDC to consistently get to at least to this point of the season with only one senior in their starter rotation. Part of it is Coolmo at the line, Woods and company. Wahpeton right now with head coach Brian Watson, they're going to be a problem here in the EDC in the next couple seasons.
Walsvik off the post, back beyond the arc to Seymour, misses the 3. Simon the rebound, put back in. Simon using her size to her advantage on that play. She's at 6'1", was matching up against Woods, who stands at 5'10", so a bit of a size advantage, height advantage, and it goes in her favor. Pass comes to the cutter. Lunenburg misses the shot. Simon will pick it up, brings it up court, throws left of the lane. Walsvik shoots, misses, but gets fouled by Coolmo.
Riley Simon, Joe, I'm just starting to add them up here. 8 main field goals so far here in this first half. We've seen it from 15 feet. We've seen it from inside the paint. Got her down for 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Her season high is 31 against West Fargo Cheyenne earlier this season, but I tell you what, Riley Simon at the locker room is going to be something that Brian Watson's going to try to say, how can we not put too much amount of pressure on her, not put 2 girls around her, because Walsvik's hit, Van Winkle's hit, they've had other players start shooting, so you got to put your attention to Riley, but you can't put all of it to where all of a sudden the role players for West Fargo step up and start making shots.
Yeah, and we really started seeing that coming early on. Once Riley got those 8 points, it just kind of opened things up for everyone else. Clayman knocks the ball away and draws a foul. Will be on Ayana Allard, her first, team's 5th. Both teams down with 5 fouls apiece. Strike that, the Packers have 7. 58.2 left in our first half. Seymour comes to the corner. Walsvik for 3 off the top of the backboard. Rebound loose in the lane. Put back attempt will miss for Van Winkle, but there's a foul call. I believe it'll be Lunenburg, and if it is, it'll be her second.
And now in the window, Joel, it just feels like West Fargo's got a little bit more of an edge. 18 rebounds compared to 13 from Wahpeton. This is one of those, again, in a zone, you're gambling a little bit. You're gambling to get loose balls, to get deflections, to get up and down the floor. But if you're not going to have the backside rebound, that's where West Fargo has kind of been able to exploit that zone a little bit. Joel's been on that backside board, and they've been able to get to the free throw line to boot a couple times.
Van Winkle knocks down the second free throw. 40-29 is the score. 39 seconds left in the half. Wahpeton trying to get this deficit down to at least single digits, as Max will come back over to Model. There's 7 seconds on the shot clock. Model shoots and 1. That'll be a good way to spark your offense back in going into the locker room. Briley Peterson called for her first personal 8th team foul. 6 for Lydia Model, 40-31 the score.
And the reason why that lane was open is Van Winkle was face guarding Scout Woods. She was pretty much told, do not allow Scout Woods to do anything. We've seen it the last couple of possessions. So essentially, it almost feels like a box and one, but it's man defense, Joel. So if you're a driver and you can put Scout on the baseline, the hole and the lane even opens up way more here for Wahpeton.
And tied up was Walsvik. Walsvik was tied up by Max. It'll be a hell ball that goes to West Fargo. And we'll have our first half numbers coming up as a 3 from the corner will miss for Clayman. Wahpeton with the basketball, 4 seconds left. A shot here would be big. Out goes to shoot, blocked by Clayman. Simon will rifle it down court, but not a whole lot on that as the first half comes to an end. And a state qualifying game here in the EDC tournament. West Fargo 40, Wahpeton 32. First half numbers coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will be holding our Hillsboro Operator Clinic Monday, March 21st. To register, visit planterdoc.com. This clinic will provide the opportunity to brush up on monitor setup and operation of precision planting systems. RDK Enterprises Operator Clinic, Monday, March 21st at our Hillsboro store. We look forward to visiting with you. To see the agenda and register for this event, visit planterdoc.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Friday night racing returns this spring. Log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com for more information.
Red River Valley Speedway, the fastest high bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
The City of Hillsboro welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsboro community. With the City of Hillsboro Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsboro is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsboro. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsboro-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsboro.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
We are back on yourliveevent.com. A state qualifying game between the Packers and the Huskies. West Fargo leads 40-32. Let's get our first half numbers. For the Packers, they are shooting 47% from the field, 5 for 9 on three-pointers, 18 rebounds. 5 for 9 on free throws, 3 for 15 on three-pointers. For Wahpeton, 48% from the field, 40% on three-point attempts, going 4 for 10, 4 for 6 from the free throw line. West Fargo has the edge in rebounds, 18-14. Turnovers in favor of West Fargo, they are -3. Second chance points, 8-2 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. Some numbers for West Fargo. O'Reilly Simon, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. 9 points, 4 assists for Taylor Van Winkle. Jessica Walsvik, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 points for Emily Clayman. Briley Peterson, 2 points. Jasmine Williams, 2 points. For Wahpeton, Scout Woods, 10 points, 3 rebounds. Lydia Model and McKenna Coolmo 7 points apiece. Anna Allard and Taya Lunenberg 3 points each, and Emily Bunches 3 points for the Wahpeton Huskies. Again, it is West Fargo 40, Wahpeton 32. More numbers coming your way next. This is the EDC basketball tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
It's a family-oriented community.
It's a great community to raise kids in a family.
They're a safe place to raise a family, and can go four-wheeling on the trails or kayaking down the river.
Just more than knowing the family that's here, it's getting to know new neighbors.
We wanted to be somewhere that was community-oriented, and this felt just perfect.
From too wet to too dry, we know Mother Nature has the final say on the crop. Count on Irie Insurance to help manage that risk. Irie Insurance has a proven track record with over 30 years of experience as a crop insurance leader. Protect your legacy with the right tools to do the job. Learn more at IrieInsurance.com or by calling your local agent in Devils Lake, Hillsborough, Hope, Mackville, Towner, and West Fargo.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
Making a difference and impacting lives comes together when you study to become a nurse at Lake Region State College. Our nursing program is available in Mayville, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake. Find out more today. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Save the dates for the Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 22nd through 25th. New this year, music from Post-Traumatic Funk Syndrome, the Freddie Justice Hypnotist, the Traveling Escape Room, Nick the Magician for Youth Day, Senior Day, Free Family Friday, the Red Letter Band, the Woodpicks, racing, and so much more. NormanCountyFair.com. The Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 22nd through 25th. It is where summer begins and the fun never ends.
Everybody's gonna be there. Red River Valley Speedway. What a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Friday night racing returns this spring. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information.
Red River Valley Speedway. The fastest high bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com. West Fargo 40, Wahpeton 32, and a girls' state qualifier. Our first of two that are going to come your way here today from the Shack, and then we'll have our championship games. WDA state qualifiers. It was Bismarck defeating Jamestown 59-53. Legacy over Mandan 61-45. Playing in their championship game will be Century and Minot. Boys state qualifiers to get underway, or should be underway, out in the WDA tournament. Century and St. Mary's playing in the first one, and then their championship game will be Minot and Bismarck. That is still to come. We'll keep you up to date with games going on out west. 40-32 is our score here. We'll take one last break. Back with the start of the second half next on yourliveevent.com.
Let the team at Taxman help prepare your taxes and answer any of your tax-related questions. From financial planning, payroll services, and retirement planning, Taxman focuses on your unique tax, accounting, and consulting needs. For expert, affordable service from accountants that care about you with a combined 200 years of experience, choose Taxman. Open year-round with offices in Fargo and Moorhead. For more information, go online to fmtaxman.com.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
See Jared Hansen in Larimore, your agent with answers.
Powerful and playful, delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Second half action getting underway. 40-32, West Fargo leading Wahpeton in the state qualifier. It's the Huskies basketball. Woods draws the foul. Will go to the line here to open up the second half. Foul on Seymour, her first. Make that her second, team's first of the half. Scout Woods, 10 points, 8 rebounds, coming near that double-double, those double-double numbers, which is her average on the season. Misses the first shot. Second will miss, and it's West Fargo's basketball. Handled by Valsvik. We'll go over to the left side. Peterson. Now to Mariley Simon. Simon able to find Van Winkle. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Ball left side, Peterson going to drive, and she's going to be fouled. That will be against McKenna Coolmo, Coolmo's third. So one of your starters and key players in your lineup now sitting on 3 fouls. Max will come into the game. Coolmo will go to the bench for the Huskies. Coach Watson going to have to make some changes.
One thing, too, for Coach Watson is, again, how are you going to guard Mariley Simon? We'll see how the opening 2 possessions and how, if they face guard her, always double team, how are they going to try to help on her as they're going more to a man defense than the zone that they played for a majority of the first half.
Model tries to feed to Max, or excuse me, rather it's just stolen away by Allard. And then the ball will come over to the near side. So it was a feed attempt inside. It was Allard or Model who was trying to steal it away. Huskies do get the steal. Near sideline, Allard able to find Woods. Woods up for 2, gets it. Scott Woods opens up second half scoring. 40-34 the score. Wahpeton back within 2 possessions with a whole lot of basketball left to play. Valsvik to the left side. Peterson drives, comes to the corner. Van Winkle back over to the left side. Valsvik. Pass attempt taken away by Allard. Allard will move to the near side, lets her teammates move into position, and finds Lydia Model. Ball comes to Lunenburg. Gets closed in by Peterson. Now feeds to Max. Max up to shoot. Blocked by Valsvik. And as the Packers basketball, Seymour on the left wing finds Valsvik, and she is called for a travel.
And one thing to keep in mind, Joel, the winner of this game, if Wahpeton wins, they will be the 4th seed no matter what, heading to the state tournament next week, and they would then play in that state quarterfinal game at 1 o'clock from the exhibit hall. If West Fargo wins, then they got to wait to see does Shanley or Cheyenne win, Joel, because they could be 3 or 4 respectively.
Riley Simon picks up the loose ball after that collision, comes to the corner. Seymour thought about a 3, will now drive up to shoot. Ball knocked away by Allard, and it's the Huskies basketball. The Huskies have been creating some turnovers, which they did well yesterday against their competition yesterday against Red River. They have just not been able, Devils Lake, they have just not been able to turn those into points like they did yesterday as a missed shot by Model. Woods up to shoot, and she draws a foul. Actually, she will be called for the foul. That will be her second.
Really good job by Walsvik standing pat. That ball was kind of going a little bit of everywhere, able to get in front of the semicircle. Joel, I know that a girl like Scott Woods is coming into your grill. Nice job there by Walsvik.
Van Winkle able to find Clayman. Back to Van Winkle. Up to Clayman near side. Feed to Walsvik. Up to shoot, will miss, gets her rebound, tips into the hands of her teammate, Riley Simon, who scores her 20th, 42-34 the score, 15-11 left to play. Time out on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
42-34, West Fargo leads Wahpeton. Thanks for being with us on YourLiveEvent.com. A state qualifying game between the Huskies and the Packers. Model will bring the ball up court. Gets closed in on by Seymour. Passes to Woods. Woods comes to drive. Ball knocked out of her hands by Van Winkle.
Update for you, Joel, from the State B girls basketball tournament in Grand Forks. Beulah takes 7th place over Mohall Ladsford Sherwood, 55-47. That one is a final.
Forget that. We're already on the final day of the state Class B girls basketball tournament. Just so much going on here activity-wise. There's a 3. Will miss for Bunches. Rebound out of bounds at the baseline. Last touched, I believe, by Allard and the Wahpeton Huskies, so it's West Fargo's basketball.
Yeah, you got Kindred Grafton 1 versus 2. I think a lot of people wanted to see that opportunity on the floor, and they're going to get it later tonight in Grand Forks in the B girls basketball championship.
Already state qualifiers here today. Fargo North, West Fargo. Riley Simon, her 22nd point, 44-34, and West Fargo regains a 10-point lead. They've been up by as much as 11. Model up to drive, stop, skips to the corner, a little strong, but pulled in by Allard. Her 3, good. (44-37). Anna Allard, her second made 3. Packers will turn it back over to Wahpeton. Coolmo will come back out on the court. Will spell Allard for Wahpeton.
A really good shot by Allard. Wahpeton needed something. They needed a little shot of the arm there. They were able to get the 3 over and back violation. And Joel, if they can capitalize here, all of a sudden it's a 2-possession game again.
Model will feed the ball to Woods. 3 will miss. Here comes the Packers. Van Winkle looking over on the near side, finds Simon. Inside to Walsvik, shot off the side of the basket. Rebound Woods. Model, long feed to Lunenburg, held up, goes back beyond the arc, and how about that? Bunches hits the shot and gets fouled, looking for a 4-point play.
I was just going to say, if Wahpeton makes a run in this game, Joel, they're going to need to push the tempo, and they're going to need to push the possession. You can hear head coach Brian Watson the last couple times, whether it's a make or miss, saying, get the ball up the floor, get this ball up into the front court here. Let's put the pressure on West Fargo's defense. And tell you what, that's the second bank three-pointer in for Wahpeton in this game, Joel. If I was playing horse with the Huskies, I would not shoot the left wing bank shot. I'll just tell you that much.
And trying to push the floor, the Packers. Ball lost out of bounds near sideline. And I believe it will stay with the Packers. It does.
Just felt like West Fargo had a chance to, get a little bit of a lead, get a little breathing room, and just like that, boom, here comes Wahpeton with 6 straight points.
Near wing, Van Winkle sets it in motion, comes inside to Simon over the defense, and Mariley Simon's fouled. That will be against Lunenburg. That is her 3rd. Simon, 22 points. Chance to give her team a little bit more of a cushion beside that 3-point lead.
Simon, the most field goals she's made, Joel, is 13 this season. She's already got 10 of those today. I mean, it just seems like we've been talking about players surpassing their records throughout the season, and that's what we're getting right now throughout this game from top to bottom throughout this day on these state qualifiers.
Simon will hit the second free throw. 23 points to her credit, 45-41, 4-point lead for West Fargo. Allard went to Model, back into the hands of Coolmo. Shot rings in and out for Bunches. Packers will scoop up the missed shot. On the left side, Clayman, it's set in motion. Top of the key, Peterson. Back to the left side, Van Winkle. Feed goes near side, Peterson. There's 13 seconds on the shot clock. They'll go to Mariley Simon. Simon off the defense, and she is called for the offensive foul. That is her 3rd.
She picked up her 2nd early in the first half, so she's done a really good job of not getting into foul trouble. But now all of a sudden, the next 4 minutes are big for Mariley in terms of if you're just looking at the foul category, because if she picks up her 4th, it would be decision time for Mike Benson. Either roll the dice and let her play, or take her out and see what the rest of the team can do without her on the floor.
Coolmo will feed to Woods. A 3, left side, misses for Allard. Battle inside for the rebound. I think that was Model who had hands on the basketball. It will go to West Fargo. It will be a held ball.
Second half of Joel, just starting like the first, if you're the Packers, it's Mariley Simon and no one else, in terms of offensive efficiency. That was what helped them to gain that double-digit lead, was they had some extra balance, and we got 6 minutes into the second half, and it's just been Simon to get some buckets.
Ball forced out of bounds by Bunches. So Bunches will force it out of bounds. He comes back inside. Clayman with the basketball, comes to the corner to Van Winkle, back to Clayman. Top of the key, Valsvik. Valsvik to Clayman, shot will miss, rebound, put out of bounds by Mariley Simon.
And they're going to get Simon for the foul. That's going to be her 4th. And now it is decision time for Mike Benson, and boom, immediately Simon comes out and Benson's going to switch up the defense. Here comes full court pressure defense. West Fargo is going to have essentially 4 guards on the floor. Playing a stretch 5 will be Walsvik. And I like what Wahpeton's done, Joel. They mixed up a little man and zone here in this second half to really disrupt West Fargo in the front court.
And Bax is called for a travel, trying to split the defenders. It's West Fargo's basketball.
But then just like that, Mike Benson says, all right, if our number 5, our best player, is going to go out of the game, we're going to switch up and go to a little 2-2-1, and they get a turnover.
Van Winkle will go to Peterson. Back over to Clayman. Van Winkle for 3 from the corner, won't land. Rebound brought down by Peterson. She was immediately tied up. It's a held ball that will go to the Wahpeton Huskies.
Just think about the last season ago for Wahpeton, Joel. 3 wins, 19 losses, lost to Valley City in an EDC playing game. A year later here with this type of group and this type of staff, they're one good 10-minute stretch here, from getting to a state tournament.
And the Huskies have to take a timeout as Coolmo gets closed in quickly by the defensive pressure. 11:17 left to play. We'll take a break, back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsborough community. With the City of Hillsborough Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsborough is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsborough. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsborough-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsborough.
Back on yourliveevent.com. It is 45-41. West Fargo leads by 4, and the Huskies trying to inbound the basketball. They will go to McKenna Coolmo. Coolmo able to clear half court, gets a little help on a screen from Max. Comes to the corner, finds Bonchis. Back over to Coolmo, who puts it off the glass and in. 45-43 the score. Peterson comes to the near side. Shot attempt for Clayman. She's going to be fouled. Allard called for her second. And Emily Clayman to the line to shoot 2.
Now for West Fargo, again, with the player who's scored the most, who's done a little bit of everything, who's going to be the one that can either step up and be what Mariley was in the first half and the majority of the second half and be that number 1 scorer, or can you get this balance? Can you get 2 3-points from Clayman, 2 3-points from a Peterson, 2 3-points from Solvig, and all of a sudden you look up and, hey, you got 10, 12 more points on the board.
Coolmo settles the ball in the corner, finds Woods. Woods to the basket, and she is fouled. Walsvik called for the foul, and I believe that will be her 4th. So you now have 2 players if you're West Fargo with 4 fouls apiece. And Scout Woods to the line to shoot 2.
And the problem with those 2, Joel, they play the same position. So all of a sudden, if Mike Benson has to take Walsvik out, we've seen Uche Ayumegu get some action earlier in this first half. She's more in there, though, for her defense, to be annoying, to be a rebounder. She's not in there to be much of a scorer for Mike Benson. The problem is, though, if one of these 2 fouls out, all of a sudden, who are you going to go with at your number 5 spot? You might have to have a 5-guard rotation.
Feed comes inside. Walsvik shot will miss. Rebound tipped by Bonchis. Goes back to Walsvik, and with control is the Packers, and a 3-pointer gets altered off the hands of Model and goes out of bounds. Jasmine Williams will check in for West Fargo. 10:19 left to play. Packers lead by 1.
West Fargo stand this 2-2-1, trying to apply some pressure defense here, face guarding the guards, and then they'll try to go and see if they can trap at half court if they can.
And pass attempt comes from the near side from Coolmo. Finds Woods up to shoot, misses, rebound into the hands of Bonchis, and is able to feed to Model. Back to the right side, Lunenburg to shoot, gets fouled. I believe it'll be Clayman.
Van Winkle will pick up the foul here. It was either her or Clayman. Those are the 2 on the guilty party down the avenue. But tell you what, West Fargo had the trap. They had it. But the problem is, Joel, they had 3 white jerseys around, 1 purple jersey here. So that means someone, if not 2 personnel, is open. And Wahpeton gets rewarded to go to the free throw line.
46 all. We are tied. And now the lead for the Huskies. Lunenburg makes the second shot. 47-46 the score, under 9 left to play. Clayman to the hands of Peterson. Back to Williams, up for 3, off the backboard. Rebound picked up by Peterson. Hooks the putback, won't get it. Going up for a putback, Van Winkle, and Van Winkle is fouled.
West Fargo, this is the dam that they need to break. It's 4 straight years they've been a state qualifier. The last 3 years they have lost respectively to Devils Lake by 12, to Shanley by 13, and West Fargo Cheyenne by 6. This is the round for them to get over the hump. They haven't been to a state tournament since 2016. It hasn't been that long. But when you think of West Fargo basketball, there's been a lot of really good players that have came through that system, Joel, and this is the thing. Can they get over the hump? And Wahpeton's going to definitely make them earn it if they can.
And Winkle hits the second free throw, puts West Fargo back on top, 48-47. And Williams almost had a steal, went to reach back inside the second time. She has called for her first, team 7th. Bonus time now for the Huskies. Best free throw shooting team in the conference, and you're putting them now at the free throw line.
Cheyenne, Wahpeton, two teams you don't want to foul consistently. Red River's right up there, Davies as well, but Wahpeton, just a team that more times than not, they've been able to make you pay when they get to the free throw line.
And first shot is good. Allard will get to shoot the bonus. Second off the end of the iron. Rebound Packers, handled by Van Winkle. Feeds to Peterson, to Simon from the free throw line, will miss. And Williams tips the rebound out of bounds. Huskies basketball, 9:27 to play, 48 all the score.
Good look there by Simon, just unable to hit it. Again, playing with 4 personal fouls, so if you're Wahpeton right now, Joel, how do you attack Mariley Simon when you get in the front court? And if you're Mike Benson, how do you get this puppy down to under 4 minutes with Mariley Simon still only having 4 fouls?
Woods is going to be fouled. Seymour called for her her third. Scott Woods will shoot the 1 and 1. Gets the first, will get the bonus. 15 points in the game for Scott Woods. Next one good. Huskies lead by a pair.
Wahpeton 12 of 17 now from the free throw line, Joel, where West Fargo is 7 of 13.
Ball in the hands of Van Winkle, shot in and out. Mariley Simon, the rebound, put back, that misses. Rebound caroms into the hands of Bonchis, and she is fouled. And I believe it's Peterson.
This is tough. It's been a choppy game.
Oh, B. Seymour, and that is her 4th.
It's been a choppy game here if you're both fan bases. The only difference is for West Fargo is now the last 2 minutes. They've been the team that's been committing the fouls, and Wahpeton's been getting to the free throw line, Joel, and here we go again. I mean, it might be Wahpeton gets back to the line 25 or 30 more times in an EDC tournament game and can find themselves heading, west on 94 next week to try to get to Bismarck.
Bonchis misses the second free throw attempt. The Huskies will control the basketball, leading by 3. Allard will come to Coolmo. Coolmo moving towards the near side, feeds to Lunenburg, and will turn it over. Picked up by Peterson. Peterson, and 1. No! Coolmo takes the charge off Peterson. A lot of things going the way of the Huskies right now, and they are capitalizing without a doubt. Yamato checks into the game, coming out, Taya Lunenburg, and it's the Huskies basketball.
If you're West Fargo, you don't like that call. The good news is it's only down to a 1-possession game right now, so you're still a stop and a score away, but that's a tough one. That's a momentum. That block charge call is always the toughest one for an official.
Allard drives the baseline, puts it up in a pair. Anna Allard makes it 53-48. Simon comes to the cutter. Walsvik gets the shot. 53-48 the score. 53-50 the score. 8:13 left to play in this one. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Wahpeton 53, West Fargo 50. State qualifying game here of the EDC Girls Basketball Tournament on yourliveevent.com. Coming up to the halfway point of the second half of this game, and poking the ball away. Peterson recovering, though, as Lydia Model will come to Coolmo. Into the hands of Buneberg to the corner, and you struggle to see it once in the game, now twice. Allard hits the three and draws the foul. The Huskies another chance at a 4-point play.
I can't remember, Joel, the last time I've seen an opportunity, much once, but twice for a 4-point opportunity in the game.
See if Allard can capitalize. If she does, these Huskies fans are going to go nuts, and she does. 57-50. Wahpeton taking a nice lead. Joins Bonchus now as a 4-point play in the game. Van Winkle to Simon. Simon for three, hits it. 57-53 the score, 7:39 left to play.
26 for Simon, Joel. 5 away from a season high, matching it. And then you're just going to take a look at her field goals again, what she's been able to do, 11 field goals. And that three-pointer, she's been showing her range today, and West Fargo desperately needed that bucket.
Yeah, 57-53 the score, 7:39 left to play. Shanley and Cheyenne next in our next state qualifying game, which is coming up after this one. And we'll go on to our championship games of this EDC tournament.
Again, if Wahpeton wins, the winner of our next game will automatically be the 3 seed. Wahpeton can no more than a 4 seed heading to the state tournament. So if you're a Wahpeton fan, if you win this one, Thursday you play at 1. If you're West Fargo and you win, well, then you want Shanley to win, because West Fargo would jump up to the 3 line in the East. That would be at 7 o'clock on Thursday night. If the Packers can come back and beat the Huskies, Joel, and then Cheyenne wins later today, West Fargo then would be the 4 seed here from the EDC.
7:39 left to play in a game which we've seen 2 4-point plays for the Huskies. Peterson, rather a model to Coolmo, guarded by Peterson. Coolmo's shot off the heel of the basket. Put back attempt misses, but a foul call, and to the line, Bonchus. Riley Peterson, I believe that will be her third. It will. I spotted her one on my score sheet, but that will be her third. As the first free throw is good for Bonchus.
Now Clayman with 3, Walsvik with 4. You got Simon with 4. I mean, it's a tough right now. Some chess pieces might be coming off the board here for Mike Benson.
Second free throw good. Bonchus is taking advantage of her chances here to score. 59-53 the score. Seymour to Van Winkle. Sent to Peterson. Shot off the end of the iron. Rebound Huskies. Here comes Bonchus. Bonchus on the post. Shoots, fouled. Riley Peterson's third. Bonchus to the line to shoot 2. 60-53 the score.
And here comes Wahpeton yet again at the free throw line. It's now 17 of 23.
Next misses. Walsvik the rebound will go to Van Winkle. Van Winkle to Peterson. Now to the corner, Van Winkle back to Peterson, onto the near side, Seymour to the corner. Simon will shoot, won't get it. Battle for the rebound, and it's one out by Peterson. Peterson to Walsvik, shot misses left side. This time it's Bonchus with the rebound. Huskies have the basketball, leading by 7. 6.5 to go in this game. Got a state qualifier. You win, you're in the state tournament. It's all either of these teams are thinking about right now. Coolmo with the basketball to the corner. Allard, 3, misses. Rebound kept in bounds, or trying to keep it in bounds was Model. And puts it into Bonches, her own teammate, and goes out of play.
Well, Fargo just needs a quality possession, Joel. We really haven't seen outside of Simon again in the second half. No one else has a field goal but Walsvik. Outside of Simon here in the second half, just get a good look. You can use some shot clock, try to get a reversal around the zone.
Model will come back to Allard. Onto the near corner. 3, good! Seymour with the 3, her first bucket of the game. Packers back within 4. 5:47 and counting left.
West Fargo needs a couple more shots by Seymour there. She can get going if she makes one.
Allard up for 3. This one in and out. Rebound picked up by the Packers, or rather by the Huskies, and then a tie-up as Seymour tied up with Bonches. That's the Packers basketball. Back into the game for Wahpeton will be Max.
Last time it was interesting. There wasn't much of a skip, but they started the left-hand side. They bring Walsvik through, so the defense has to rotate on the baseline, and you just leave your sniper there and Solveig Seymour ready for the basketball. Let's see if they go back to that on the opposite side.
Walsvik will feed to Peterson. Shot misses, and a foul call against the Huskies. Bonches is second, team 6th. 5:23 left in this game. Inbound to Simon and hits it. Riley Simon having a big game here, 28 points. Coming off a 9-point performance last night in that game where they just struggled all around against Davies, and finishing at the rim, Bonches. Wahpeton answers back. 62-58 their lead, inside of 5 to play. Simon feeds. Walsvik off the glass and in. Walsvik with 10. It was the Huskies during that stretch chase where they would get within 5, fall back behind, get within 5. Well, West Fargo's in that pace right now, and it comes with this 2- and 4-point deficit as a 3 airballed, kept in bounds, and then brought out of bounds by Seymour. Seymour grabbed it at the baseline and then spun to dribble away from the defense and comes out of bounds, so the Huskies keep the basketball with 4:32 left to play. Max inbounds. Work to the hands of Allard. Allard to Model. Back to Max. 19 seconds here on the shot clock. Back beyond the arc. 3 for Allard, misses. Simon picks up the missed shot. Will come to Seymour. Long feed, Walsvik, and a travel.
That's tough. She had Seymour trailing with her, right? So as she caught the ball, she was looking to see if she could do a give and go, but she just didn't catch and step. She just kind of catched in almost like a closeout, was chopping wood a little bit there. Tough one for West Fargo.
Inside of 4 minutes left in this game. It'll be the final 4 minutes of one of these two teams' seasons as a 3 misses in and out for Bonches. The Packers basketball. Seymour finds Walsvik. Back to Peterson. Will come to Walsvik. Packers trying to get something happening inside. 3 left side will miss. Wood the rebound. Wood to Max, layup good. Amaya Max hits the layup, 64-60, under 3.5 to play. 3 from O'Reilly Simon, in and out. Max the rebound. Max to Woods, off Simon, shoots, won't get the bucket. Put back though, misses. Model gets fouled.
It's like Van Winkle be the guilty party here for West Fargo, and she is. And tell you what, there's been some 50-50 loose balls in the second half, and it just seems like more times than not a lot, but maybe 6 for every 10, Joel, have gone to Wahpeton. You know, those 50-50 balls, and in a close game, in a trip to state, that can be the difference maker to make your season one more week or end your season here this afternoon.
Model hits the first, 65-60 the score. 3:08 left to play here in this in this final half of play. Next shot good. Packers with the basketball. 3 misses for Van Winkle. Seymour feeds inside to Mariley Simon. 66-62. Simon with 30 in this game.
1 point away from matching a season high, and Joel, she's probably going to need a new season high here for West Fargo.
2 minutes, 37 seconds and counting left on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Coolmo with the basketball. Coolmo went to turn on a pass, and Peterson tied her up. Ball stays with the Huskies, 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Peterson just hanging through the weeds right there, just kind of waited for a scout to come through and not look at her, and that was a good tie up there by Peterson.
Coolmo inbounds, missed shot though for Lunenburg. It's the Packers basketball, down by 4. Peterson finds Van Winkle, back to Peterson, 3, misses, Max the rebound. Strike that, that's Allard with the rebound. Lydia Model will bring this one across half courts. Model to Allard, drives, back to Coolmo. 17 seconds on the shot clock, inside of 2 left to play. Allard finds Coolmo. Drives, puts it up, over Mariley Simon. McKenna Coolmo has 11 in the game, 68-62 the score. Packers mishandle it, and it's back to Wahpeton, and we're going to get a timeout. 1:37 left to play. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
See Jared Hansen in Larimore, your agent with answers.
68-62, minute 37 left. Wahpeton in position to return back to the state tournament for the first time since 2017. And with this young core of players is a big step in the right direction for the Huskies. Woods with the basketball. Comes back to Coolmo. Coolmo finds Allard. Allard onto the hands of Lunenburg into the corner. Model tries to pass it back to Woods. Knocked away by Peterson. Woods will pick it up on the other side of the timeline. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Allard up for 3. Air ball. Lunenburg goes for a putback and is fouled. Iamegu comes into the game and gets called for her first. It's one of those things where you got to put them to the line no matter what. You don't want the foul, but if it's going to have to be a foul, one of your players with a whole slate of fouls left to give. As the first free throw is good. 69-62 the score, and we have minute 12 left to play.
Wahpeton shooting 74% right now, Joel, from the free throw line. West Fargo at 54%. It's, at the end of the day, you mentioned it earlier in the pregame, what might be the difference maker, and so far it's been Wahpeton at the line.
Second shot is good. That's 21 points off free throws for the Huskies in a game they lead by 8. Pass inside, Mariley Simon gets away from the defense, and she hits 2. 70-64 the score, 102 left to play. Another timeout on the court. We'll step aside, back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Sanford Health. Here for all. Here for good.
Thanks for being with us on YourLiveEvent.com. And this one, as expected, right down to the wire, 70-64. Wahpeton leads West Fargo in an EDC Girls State Qualifier. Cheyenne Shanley will play in the next one, and then it'll be on to the championship games here in the EDC tournament.
West Fargo right now, Joel, they cannot stop the clock anymore in terms of timeouts. Mike Benchen just used the last timeout. Wahpeton has one remaining if they find themselves in a sticky situation. But if you're West Fargo down 6 with 62 seconds left to go, is Mike going to play the foul game and put Wahpeton to shoot 2, or does he go straight up one possession here, try to get a stop, and then you play the foul game? We'll find out.
And Allard inbounds to Woods. Woods comes across half court, gets tied up, is able to feed a pass on to Model, works over to Allard. Allard back to Model, onto the near side, less than a minute left to play. Woods left of the lane, misses the shot, but she is fouled.
If that would have went in, I think Brian Watson would have had a biggest fist pump in the gym. I mean, he was halfway up in the air, and he was about ready to give it that fist pump. But Woods, though, again, a freshman, just finds herself back to the line.
And she won't get the first. 16 points for Woods. Next free throw will hit it. It's now a 3-possession game. 45 seconds left in this contest. Feeds Mariley Simon. Comes to shoot, gets fouled. Simon could get some points back here and not have to sacrifice time.
That's the biggest thing. She's already got a season-high 32 points, a season-high 14 made field goals. She had 18 points for crying out loud in the first half and has had to play through foul trouble here in the second half. West Fargo still very much alive, but these are crucial free throws.
Simon will hit the first. Back to 2 possessions. Now Mago will come back into the game. Also back in will be Williams. Second one good. 71-66 the score. Huskies trying to burn off that final 37 seconds. It's Bonchis with the basketball, fouled by Mariley Simon.
It's about the one player you didn't want to foul out of the game now for Mariley. She'll just miss a double-double. 9 rebounds in the contest here for Mariley, Joel, but she had herself a tremendous game from start to finish for West Fargo.
Bonchis at the line. She'll get to shoot 2. Hits the first, 72-66, still 2 possessions.
If there's a scouting report, I would say you don't want to foul Wahpeton. That's probably number 1 and put them to the free throw line.
Yeah, they've had quite a few points here. Now 24 points have come from the free throw line. There we go, 73-66. The lead, 34.3 seconds. A lot of purple and gold in the stands today. Van Winkle will hit the bucket. It's going to count, and she goes to the line.
Count to continuation there. If you're Wahpeton, you're not too happy with that one. But if you're West Fargo, you're saying, thank you very much, and we got ourselves a 2-possession game again.
Yeah, 73-68. Van Winkle could make it to 73-69, and you'd still 2 possessions. Even with those 69 points, she gets there, so it is 73-69. 28 seconds left in the game. Inbound comes to Model, and she is going to be fouled. And I believe it is Peterson called for the foul. That would be her fourth.
There's just something to be said about being a quality team from top to bottom at the free throw line, Joel. You know, sometimes you say, all right, Joel and Jake are the best free throw shooters, get them the ball. Well, with Wahpeton, you can put about anybody at the free throw line and be very confident that they're going to be able to at least go one of two bare minimum, you know, going to the free throw line.
Model hits the first one, 74-69. And the next will miss. Huskies have the Packers have the basketball. Feed to Van Winkle. Will lose it. The Huskies will take it. 17 seconds left. Up to Bonchis, misses the layup. Rebound kept in bounce. Lunenburg will go beyond the arc. Allard with the basketball. Allard to Model, back to Allard. 7 seconds left, and the Huskies just burning off time here, trying to avoid a foul call. They will, as the clock will get down to 0, and the Huskies are going back to state for the first time since 2017. Chase, they are not that far removed from being in an EDC playing game.
No, they're not. Congratulations to Coach Brian Watson. This is going to be a dangerous team, not just this year, but moving forward here for the Huskies.
We'll take a break. Post-game show coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs, auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers, banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available, welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
And welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Congratulations to the Wahpeton Huskies. It is on to the Class A state basketball tournament. Let's send it over to Chase Miller.
Thank you very much, Joel. Scout Woods with us here. First and foremost, Scout, how does it feel to head to a state tournament?
It feels very,
It's got to be, it's a loss for words, right?
Yeah, we worked as a team. We came on the top. We did what we had to do, and we're here. Now we made it. We punched our ticket. We're here.
What was it like battling with Mariley Simon on the inside? I mean, that was just a dogfight on the inside, wasn't it?
She's very good. She's very good. It was intimidating. She was intimidating, but we did what we had to do. Came on top.
How fun is that locker room going to be here in a minute or two from now to celebrate this win?
It's going to be very fun. We're going to be celebrating the whole time. Water's going to get thrown. We're going to have a lot of fun.
All right, Scout, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck in Bismarck next week.
Thank you.
That again, Scout Woods with us here as we're going to bring in now head basketball coach for the Wahpeton Huskies. And Brian, first and foremost, congratulations on the win. You knew it was going to be a grinder going up against the West Fargo Packers on the inside, on the interior there. What were you able to do enough of in this game to disrupt West Fargo in the second half?
I think we were able to, we weren't able to stop Simon, but we were able to contain her when we needed to. Her and Seymour both. Seymour hurt us in the first two meetings, hit 5 3-pointers on us in both games. I think we were able to contain that 3-point line, let Simon get what she needed to get, but then we were able to get her in foul trouble. We're able to get to the free throw line. That's one of our strengths, and we're able to make free throws today.
Talk about the free throw line. I mean, it's been a strength of you for the entire season, and it really came up big in this tournament.
Yeah, it's kind of our MO. You know, we don't have a lot of girls who, you know, we don't outsize anyone, so we can outquick them. We can get to the basket, see if we can use some of our speed, get teams in foul trouble, get them in one-on-one situations, and then try and get to the free throw line if we can and make them.
This has been a journey, right? Tyler Irwin, I know a lot of people have talked about Wahpeton Husky basketball the last handful of years. How sweet is it with this team, with a handful of juniors, seniors, and a bevy of underclassmen to find themselves to get to Bismarck?
I tell you what, it's a beautiful thing. This team is a young team. You know, sometimes I think they don't really understand what they're doing, which is probably a good thing. but they stuck with it. Some people have doubted them. There's a group of seniors that have led this young group and able to get them to the state tournament. I just can't be happier with the way that we played as a team, and it's paying off right now.
Hey, Brian, congratulations. I see a big Husky tunnel over there that's ready to probably give you some high fives, and best of luck in Bismarck next week.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
And again, Wahpeton Husky head coach Brian Watts is with us here as well. Joel, the Huskies will be the number 4 seed from the East heading to Bismarck. Let's toss it back to you.
All right, well, let's get you more of those complete numbers from this broadcast coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will be holding our Hillsboro Operator Clinic Monday, March 21st. To register, visit planterdoc.com. This clinic will provide the opportunity to brush up on monitor setup and operation of precision planting systems. RDK Enterprises Operator Clinic, Monday, March 21st at our Hillsboro store. We look forward to visiting with you. To see the agenda and register for this event, visit planterdoc.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Friday night racing returns this spring. Log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com for more information.
Red River Valley Speedway, the fastest high bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
The City of Hillsboro welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsboro community. With the City of Hillsboro Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsboro is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsboro. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsboro-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsboro.
And welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Our final score here, it is 74-69. Wahpeton defeats West Fargo, and the Huskies will be the East representative, the 4 seed out of the East, as they will move on to the state tournament next week in Bismarck. This one going right down to the wire, but Wahpeton, again, a strong performance from the free throw line, 25 points coming off of free throws in this win and this state qualifier. Team numbers for West Fargo, 44% from the field, 5 for 25 on three-pointers, 10 for 16 from the free throw line, 39 rebounds, out-rebounding Wahpeton 39-32. Turnovers, 11-7 in favor of Wahpeton. So it was a good performance as a team for West Fargo and Wahpeton. 43% for the Huskies, 30% from 3 points, 25 for 34 on free throws, and then 32 rebounds for the Wahpeton Huskies. As looking at individual performances, Scout Woods, who Chase had a chance to talk to, the freshman, 19 points, 5 rebounds. Emily Bunches, 14 points, 4 rebounds. Ayana Allard, 13 points, 3 rebounds. Both Bunches and Allard getting points off of 4-point plays in this game. McKenna Coolmo, 11 points. And Lydia Model with 10 points. Taya Lunenberg with 7 points. O'Reilly Simon, who fouled out of the game with about 43 seconds left, she finished with 33 points and 9 rebounds, just missing a double-double. Taylor Van Winkle, 14 points. Emily Clayman, 10 points. Jessica Valsvik, 10 points, 9 rebounds. Emily Clayman off the bench, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Solveig Seymour, 3 points. Riley Peterson, Jasmine Williams, 2 points apiece for the West Fargo Packers. The Packers will end their season 17-7. Wahpeton will improve to 12-13. And again, it's on to the state tournament next week in Bismarck. Well, they'll be the 4 seed out of for the East coming into the first round matchup. And time now to name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And in Chase, it's seemingly been just difficult to pick these players because there's so many contributions. But we'll go with Scout Woods as the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game for her performance in this contest. Enbridge Energy work has begun to replace Line 3 and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Time now to name our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, and we'll go with Allard and Bonchis in this game for both precision plays. How about connecting on 4-point plays? You don't see a whole lot of them, let alone 2 in the same game, let alone 2 for the same team, as they are our precision players of the game for those precision plays. RDK Enterprises will be holding their Hillsborough Operation Clinic Monday, March 21st. To register, visit planterdoc.com for more information. So this game number 3 in the books, halfway through the final day of the EDC basketball tournament out here at the Shack in Fargo. And that will do it for our broadcast here. We are Joel Morgan for Chase Miller, reminding of our final score. Wahpeton defeats West Fargo 74-69. Our next game coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.